everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Bengals are top 10 in passing TDs. They go up against the Falcons defense that will need to be on its game.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here's Ryan. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ryan Glasgow able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second and 10 now. Ryan. It's caught. Tolbert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Ryan out, getting looked at on the sidelines. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. On second down, Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Bradshaw looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Back to throw. Bradshaw fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now here's Ross. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that'll set them back 5. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back out of that belly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games.
And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Off the play fake, Bradshaw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
On first down, Bradshaw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, here we go. Gun!
On first and 10, Bradshaw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Finding room inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's 2nd and 7, and on the outside they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bradshaw being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run here with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Off-play action. Bradshaw escaping the pressure right. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard, gun. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. That's him now, Barney. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And Hill running right through it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. Now he's forced out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Logan, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Bradshaw shoving through the defense. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Off-play action. Bradshaw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bradshaw firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Falcons on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Bradshaw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta,